Excellent timing. Wait, what? We just started. Excellent timing about what? I don't even know. Anyway, welcome back to Endless Ocean Blue World. Today's September 23rd. I wanted to ask your opinion on something. Read the article in this morning's paper. Stories and rumors are spreading like wildfire in the Cortica River region of South America. People are saying they've seen something that looks like a sea monster. The number of people who claiming witnessed this creature increase. Witness A, which was pitch black, okay. It had been raining all day and the river was running fast. I saw this gigantic black thing. It was raining cats and dogs, and our boat was caught up in some river weeds when suddenly this huge animal swam. It was terrifying! Well, we had been paddling in the river when it started raining really badly. I tripped and fell into the water, but then a soft animal pushed me to the shore. I don't want to think it. The creature is large and it comes out when it's raining. Okay. The journalist must confess that as a mystery fanatic, I was very intrigued by this story. Alright, well, we have to go hunt for a Munster cheese? Munster? I don't think so. So it's funny, in the last episode I was talking about Mitch Flower Power and whether he still has the world record for Super Mario Bros. 3, and I guess it has a lot of categories, but he does still have the world record for most categories. So yeah, let's go to the Cortica River. I think people say Cortica. It doesn't sound good to me, so I just say Cortica. Like people say Ciceros or Ciceros. Or, I know in Twilight Princess I used to get into disagreements whether it was Uku or Uako. But I said Uako because I thought there was one O at the end. So I guess it would be Uaku, which that makes even less sense. It's like how there's a constellation, Butes, but it's more like Bautes or Bautis, and the O's are both pronounced differently because one of them has a little like diaeresis or umlaut over it. Umlaut, not umlaut. I've been saying it wrong for like 10 years or something. I've been saying it wrong for as long as I've been saying it. It's umlaut. You have no idea how... I don't know, whatever. What was I talking about? How do I get on the subject of umlauts? The heck is wrong with me? I'm such a strange person. No, I'm kidding. I was talking about Mitch Flower Power, and Bowdies. Oh, different pronunciation of things, like Cortica versus Cortica. Also, Skull Kid 3, when he played Majora's Mask, he pronounced them as Anju and Cafe-eye. And I think Cafe-eye sounds cooler than Cafe. But it kind of makes less sense. But I might just call them Anju and Cafe-eye. I like things that, you know, sound cooler, so... it's like the whole, like, croissant versus croissant thing. And it's like, well, you don't go up to, like, the miserable person at Starbucks who's, you know, doing their job since 5:30 in the morning and say, hey, can I have a croissant? Because this is America and you gotta speak the people's language, you know? You know, man? I don't know, but, like, why shouldn't you say croissant? Like, if that's how it's pronounced in the original language. Like, we don't have to all go around saying gyro. Or, like, all these words that we've misappropriated for... What's that little blip in the footage? The heck was that? Anyway, I'm going around using the pulsar, which is this tool in the game that basically lets you send electromagnetic signals and use it to heal different animals. Oh, cutscene. Can you hear me? This is generic. Looks like the rumored creature isn't anywhere around here. Maybe the rumors aren't true after all. What's the matter? Is something wrong? You felt something watching you? Couldn't be anything from the boat. It must be your imagination. Well, I guess we could search a little more. Yeah. What was I talking about? I'm using the pulsar. And there's a thing in the game where if you use the pulsar enough, you can grind for money, because they'll give you money for every 100 creatures that you use the pulsar on. But that must stop after you hit 1,000 creatures, and I've hit that already. And I didn't get any money for doing all this grinding with the Pulsar, which the Cortica River is, by the way, if you want to grind for money using the Pulsar, it is probably the best place to do it because you have all those... Oh, and I discovered a creature. Yeah. Now I feel bad that this is all sped up because I actually did something. I discovered a creature. But, yeah. There's a lot of creatures in this game, so I'll probably do a montage of the notebook or whatever. Man, when you're a 20-year-old male, it's hard to keep your face looking clear, you know? I'm still kind of struggling with acne. And like, I have like a spot on my left cheek, my face cheek, that is. That's just like... It's semi-permanent. I don't know. I hope it isn't, but it's like a scar or something. Anyway, I'm talking over this. With so many selfish people in the world, you've got to admire this selfless animal. She looks weird. She looks sort of greenish. But yeah, that's Mama Cortica. That's it's basically like she's basically like a giant manatee. She looks kind of greenish compared to the other manatees. And she's apparently large and selfless, and yeah, I like manatees. Manatees are cool. I mean, we could just eat manatees, you know, because cows release methane into the gas. Well, just because we eat cows doesn't make them fart more. I don't know, it's a whole weird thing. Like, how's eating less beef going to stop? Anyway, legendary goddess. You know, I'm trying to do my part for climate change, you know. I'm trying to do my part for climate change. I'm trying to use reusable bags, bring forks to the cafeteria, you know, reusable forks. My mom has a bamboo toothbrush. We recycle. I mean, recycling is key, really, and we always recycle, so... Anyway. Guided tour requests. I'm not going to take on any guided tour requests right now. I might do it later when I have to grind for money. Guided tour requests are kind of fun, but not really. I don't know. I must have shown, like, one guided tour request in this LP at some point. Anyway, we have a few more things to do before this episode is over. One of them is Pavarotti, our beluga. I think he's about to reach level 2. And I like training up dolphins. I was training up some of my dolphins before school this morning. I didn't have school until like 11 a.m., so I was up. I was training my dolphins. Because you can hit auto train and then just walk away from the TV and brush your teeth or read something or, you know, do something and come back and your dolphin's a little bit better. It's gotten a few records, you know, personal bests. Speaking of speedruns and GDQ. I'm never going to be at GDQ. I'm not going to fool myself. I don't know. We'll see. Speedrunning it's like a sport, and I hate sports. So I might never do it. But I'm really curious, and I'm so curious now that I think I just might have to take a crack at it. You know? Step on the crack, break your mother's back. When a problem comes along, you must whip it. Now, I can do a really funny imitation of Mark Mother's Bar, whoever voice when he sings that song. What is it? Crack that whip. Give the pass slip. Step on the crack. Break your mother's back. When a problem comes along, you must whip it before the cream sets out too long. You must whip it when there's something going wrong. You must whip it. Now whip it into shape. Go. No, wait. No, it's. Now whip it into shape. Shape it up. Get straight. Go forward. Move ahead. Try to detect it. It's not too late to whip it. Do. A silver shield. Oh, what is this? Well, we take the request. And FF comes along. We've seen so much of FF in just like the past 2 episodes. Like, my gosh. I mean, that means we're making progress on Pride of the Salvage King. It's all a lot easier once you do that thing with a full moon. The only information I have is the chart. I don't know which area the chart is from. Anyway, there seems to be a silver shield there for the taking, so... No clue. I'm leaving this up to you. Because there's so little information, there's a big reward. Sure that won't stop you. Yeah, we're a beast. And I think I already know where that is. Well, I think it's either Gautama Atoll, or Atoll, or Sisera Strait, and I'm pretty sure it's Gautama Atoll. That's another word that I have problems pronouncing, speaking of words. Oh gosh, are we gonna flip through our salvage collection? Yeah, here's our coin collection. I like constellations. I told you I was trying to, like, study nature some more. Okay, I live in New York City, or whatever. I live in, you know, an urban place, and sometimes I'm just, like, P.O. that I live in an urban place. I'm like, I should be a nature kid. I should live out in the nature so I could have beautiful sky and beautiful trees and beautiful mountains and fresh air every day, you know, and I'm just, like, angry. Like, I don't know what it is about me, but, like, ever since I was a kid, like, I've had this sort of identity, you know, like, people just know in their heart that their identity doesn't match up with their gender, and I'm like, well, my identity doesn't match up with where I live. It's like, I want to live out in nature. Well, it's like, well, everybody's really having an identity crisis in New York. I mean, that's not a new thing, but I like how the locked box looks much less fancy than the gem box, but yet it's worth so much more. I guess it's found in, like, you know, because it has that connection to Prince Valka and the history. Also, look, that Pirate's Barrel has gold in it, and then this hand mill is worth so much more. It's like the treasures in this game are so funny. Anyway, we're gonna find a lot more of the game's treasures once we open up the Cavern of the Gods, but yeah. Got a lot more items to salvage and find, and just keep salvaging in different places. Like, Deep Hole is one. Gautama Atoll. Cortical River upstream. Valka Castle, definitely. Just keep going to Valka Castle. Some parts of the Zahab region depths, although I don't always have great luck with the Zahab region depths, but yeah. So, Japanese book. So, I went on a tangent. Oh yeah, I like constellations. So in the next part, we're going to do more shenanigans. So see you guys then. Have a good one.